I'm Geoffrey Boult, and I'm with a software company called QueryZone, and I'm going to give you a bog off this morning, which is 2 tips for the price of 1, 2 tips with 1 solution. And first of all, I'm going to talk about my problem, and then secondly about one of my clients' problems. And my problem was how to deal with documentation. We have software licenses that we deal with our customers with, and we do specifications and quotations and various other documents which go through various iterations. You know, you have a draft, a second draft, different versions that are consulted on, and then eventually you have the final copy. And what you can't control is what people do with these when you send them an electronic copy. They print them off. Everyone prints things off, and they tuck them away somewhere. How does that person know what version of the document they've got? You can put a number on it, say version 2, but they don't know whether there's a version 3 or 2.5 or whatever. So we needed some way of making sure that, beyond doubt, people could tell the version, the status of the document. And the solution is you put a QR code on the corner, and the QR code, which when read by a mobile phone or an iPad, something similar, will show you a little web page like that. So for this document, I copied this stuff from Lipson.com, edited it yesterday, read it as presentation, and it's now the current active version, and it was edited by me. So all the information is stored in a database, and when someone scans that QR code, they get up-to-date information about that document. So if you've got a discussion document or an offer you've given someone, but you want to withdraw that offer, then you can annotate through the QR code that document in real time after it's been printed. Very useful. And to edit that, in our editing management system, there's a simple WYSIWYG editor, a bit like Word, where you can go and put the information you want people to see when you look at a document. So that was my problem, that was my solution. My client's problem, this was a marketing company, and he said, I'm getting people coming to me saying, how do I do QR codes? Can you do them for me? And he didn't want to have to research the whole market, so we gave him the solution, which is our product, QR Tag Insights, and it's a QR code management system. And for him, it allows him, within his company, to set up his clients as separate groups. And for each client group, he can set up the QR code. I made it fuzzy so you can't read it. And he can also allocate users within each group so that his clients can manage their own QR code. But he can still, as my client, keep track of how his clients are using their QR campaigns. Graphs to show the frequency of hits when people scan the mobile phone, lists of hits, and when you click on one of those lines, you can also see where people have scanned that QR code. Interestingly, one of my business cards was scanned in Glastonbury. I've not been to Glastonbury for years. I don't know how it got there or who scanned it, but I know that it was scanned in the high street on that particular day. What they're going to do with that information, I'm not quite sure. Now, did you know the Romans thought about this? You saw that because they put QR code in there. In Japan, they're so popular that the Japanese have now evolved QR codes on their faces. It makes it so easy to read them. Would you believe that? There's a company in Bournemouth, undertakers, who are now offering QR codes on tombstones, not that big, tiny ones. And you can use a QR management system for loads and loads of things. Those are some of the instances you can use, and there are many more that you can think of. I've still got one more to go. So, estate agents, for instance, you go and look at a property, QR code on the board, 2 clicks, 10 seconds, you're looking at that property details. Otherwise, you might have to spend 10 minutes on your mobile phone trying to find the website. I tried in St Abbas, 20 minutes, gave up, had a drink. Several drinks, in fact. Shop windows, information about your products, about your shop, opening times. You can have rules that say, when the shop's shut, show me a picture of something else, or information about how to contact us out of hours. Document management is talked about, user validation. If you've got people going into different premises, you might want to be able to let the people they're visiting validate their documentation using the same system that I showed you with our own solution to our own problem. QR Tag Insights, releasing the power of QR. We're very interested to talk to you about any projects you might like to use QR codes for. And that's me. Thank you very much.